2TC is an achievement in Bloons Tower Defense 6 where you need to complete a CHIMPS game with just 2 towers. Today we're going to be doing this with the Wizard Lord Phoenix and Etienne for that camo detection. And also, guided magic is better than bottom path, let's just say that, with this particular tier 5. Okay, let's just go on with it then. There are benefits and drawbacks to either cross path. Like in a 2TC, almost all the time you would go bottom path for that innate camo detection. Also more pierce and what's the other thing? More range? More camo detection? Which one did I say earlier? I don't know now. But we are running into some problems without changes in our targeting. So that means a little bit of strong won't go amiss. Or some last as well, which sometimes can be handy. Can we do with this round, or do we need to... No, that's actually very good. By the skin of our teeth we managed to do it. So Wall of Fire or Etienne? I'm thinking Etienne, just so we can get that camera detection up and running ASAP. Here we go, round 12. It is time for Etienne to be summoned and his little worms to be deployed. We'll have a few mythical beasts on the field today. Phoenixes, worms, and dragons. All we need are the middle path beast handlers and the bottom half beast handlers, and we'll have the quadrilogy of bird-related animals in the game. But we should have gotten some Wall of Fire mid-round. Also, another benefit with going top path over bottom path with the Wizard or Phoenix is that with the Wall of Fire upgrade, you can actually move where the Wall of Fire spawns rather than being at the closest point to the Wizard or Phoenix itself, which means you have more freedom of where you can put it rather than a very niche spot where you can maximize the usage of Wall of Fire. Ah, purple balloons, our next obstacle to encounter. Obviously, for Etienne's sub towers can actually deal with them, unlike our wizard here, who cannot do anything against purples unless the fireball makes contact with another balloon, and then the fireball becomes an explosion. But that, relying on that, is very unreliable. Oh yeah, Dragon's Breath is up and running now. Lovely! So we're going to talk about Summon Phoenix and Wizard Lord Phoenix respectively as we reach their upgrades, because there's been a few changes with in Update 42 in comparison to Update 41. Some are good, others not so good. Or their changes have their advantages and disadvantages. Great. More purple balloons to deal with. Now round 33, where we have only camo balloons, and Etienne is at level 6 at the moment. Once it goes to level 8, then Etienne will be able to grant our wizard camo detection as well. Are these worms? Are they fiends? Are they imps? I'm not too sure which creatures these are. Reader, daydream, often the outsider. No hints. I should look up what these creatures are. Here we go. The Summon Phoenix is up and running. Now, as you can see, the Summon Phoenix's Dragon's Breath now fires... fires! Do you get it? It fires 2 flames rather than 1. But I believe the Pierce has gone down with each fire, especially when it gets to like Wizard Lord Phoenix. But then again, Wizard Lord Phoenix can actually fire... get it? 3 fires rather than 2. Just like the update notes, the Summon Phoenix's Pierce has gone down from 4 to 3, but it does have 2 projectiles, so that's a benefit in some ways. Dragon's Breath damage over time, so when the balloons are set flames, they've increased from 1 to 2. The projectile speed of the Summon Phoenix, so how fast it fires out, that's increased from 350 to 450, whatever that measures up as. Then the Wizard Lord Phoenix's Dragon's Breath attack damage over time increased from 1 to 10. Fires 3 projectiles. Damage gone down from 6 to 2 by default. And the attack pierce is reduced from 50 to 15. So it makes for Wizard Lord Phoenix a very good tower against multiple targets. But it's now gone down when it comes to single target damage. Moab, take it down. These must be a 1 because it's in the name of Etienne's nickname here for its skin there. The next interesting round is yeah, round 60 is very interesting because it's the first BFB, but round 62, now that's going to be really interesting because when we use our abilities depend on actually if we're going to succeed in round 63 or not, because we kind of need all of our abilities at some point active for round 63, but it's like when to use them. Now that is interesting. I'm thinking perhaps with Summon Phoenix we use it when round 63 starts so it can get the first wave of ceramics and possibly a little bit of the second wave, and then if the third wave manages to make it up way over here with the Summon Phoenix hopefully active, then we can use it to catch out the remaining balloons which are about to escape the map. Ammo leads, absolutely no issues. We have fire. Round 60. Just going to use that to do a little bit of what I would like to call I keep forgetting these things on the spot. A little bit of chip damage. Essentially just chipping away at its health. Not always essentially destroying it, but doing something against it. And yeah, we've got this issue now. Perhaps we'll unleash additional worms against these to deal with the Pierce issue of this round. But perhaps that was a bad idea actually, because of this round now. I hope the bookworms are able to keep up with all of these abominations. Okay, let's unleash the dragon now. Let's see what we can do against them. Hopefully we can deal with these purples, but they're still summoning out like if they're from the lands of imagination. And we deal with the remaining, there we go. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now let's use Summon Phoenix at the beginning of the round. Clear the first wave of ceramics. Then the second wave. Yeah, it's able to contact a little bit of that, but now it's the rest of the second wave that's going to get me a little bit concerned here, because that is a lot of Pierce to try and go after, honestly. And oh, they were just about to escape there. Now, let's try and trickle the remaining wave down as much as we can with Wall of Fire and also with the additional worms. Actually, we can summon the dragon for this. No. We cannot summon the dragon for it. Oh, gosh. It looks like it's able to pop black balloons, but it cannot. It's explosive. Explosive dragons. Only in balloons out of Fane. 6 is out of Fane. Come on. Oh, there's one green left. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, at least it's not a yellow balloon, so I'll take that. Okay, that does that. Now the final part of the round again. Let's unleash these now. Hopefully they don't get projectile blocked by lead balloons. Okay, so now let's summon the Phoenix, please. Okay, we need to activate the Phoenix even earlier in the round if we're gonna get it up in time. And there's still some ceramics to deal with. Oh, the problem with unleashing it too early is that we can't deal with the second wave properly. I mean, look at all of them just charging past us. Why are you such a curse this round? Can we deal with some of them? Thank you. Good night. I don't know at this point. Would you summon a wall of fire, please, rather than just dilly-dally, wizard? I put the cursor there, and so much time passed, but, like, you just didn't bother. Nope, you decided to summon too late again, wall of fire. Then again, those would have escaped anyways. Okay, that deals with the second wave. What about the third wave? Let's actually use both, actually, just to try and get through as much of this as we can. Hopefully, we are allowed to use both in time. Can we? No. Yes. Okay, there we go. Okay, we've gone through round 63. One of the toughest rounds in Chimps, especially at this stage where we don't have everything set up. Oh, that took way longer than it needed to. 2 BFBs. Let's just unleash destruction upon them, honestly. We're not going to mess around with these guys. Let's just take them out. And round 66. Well, we've got another aerial means of bombardment in case the balloons take it too far, just like now with these fortified behemoths. But the only thing about these two particular abilities is that Summon Phoenix, you can actually rely on it to come back at a reasonable time, whereas with the UCAV, it feels like I grow another wrinkle before it comes back. Get taken out, BFB, and we are so close to Wizard Lord Phoenix now. I've tried to avoid doing a 2TC with Wizard Lord Phoenix as long as I possibly can, just because I think it's the most commonly recorded tower to do a 2TC with. I think second place is Flying Fortress as well, but I'm more interested in it now that it's actually had some changes done to it. So yeah, Wizard Lord Phoenix, the pierce of this attack has been reduced from 50 to 15. I think that's just the main... Oh, it's a Dragon Swift attack, not the Wall of Fire attack. I know, actually, with the attack damage over time, but raw damage is nerfed, but the damage over time, that's buffed, because of that it's increased from 1 to 10, so the lingering damage that it does with its fire, that's been benefited. Oh yeah, we can now upgrade Etienne because of the sheer fact that we don't have anything else to use with our money. So let's just get to level 20 as quick as we can. Oh yeah, round 76 just went by smoothly. No matter how powerful Wizard Lord Phoenix is, it will always have one weakness in its arsenal of weaponry. The purples. And I think the fireballs have changed so that it can no longer deal damage to purple balloons because it's changed from normal to fire. Or some aspect about the ability of the Wizard Lord Phoenix has changed to fire. Round 79. A bunch of regrow rainbows, BFBs as well, but not a challenge with this setup going on here. We'll be able to take these down really easy. The fortified ones will be a bit more of a challenge, but nothing to worry about. Also, this range increase is very nice because we can now reach over here with our bookworms, our imaginary creatures. And just like imaginary creatures, phoenixes also do not exist in the real world. We've got two sets of fantasy creatures going on here. Or three if you count the dragon just illuminating the sky. There goes the ZMG. Now we're on to 3-play rounds. Sorry, 3-play. Level 17. More damage from the UCAV. The only thing I would prefer is if your ability comes back sooner. But I guess that is non-existent, just like mythical creatures are non-existent. Some changes that Ninja Kiwi make to the game, I really understand. Like, in Update 42, they've also tinkered the bottom path with Poppanor so that it does more damage, and more damage over time. So that is a benefit in and of itself. Well, actually, mainly it's just damage over time with the Bernie stuff. Which is honestly something that it's needed for a long time because you've only ever wanted to pursue top path with Poppanor because it just does more damage overall. But now with the change to the bottom path with Poppanor, it gives you a reason to pursue that path instead. But I still think I prefer the raw damage over the damage over time. The damage over time is a bit more RNG than the raw damage because you know what you're getting. And sometimes you don't remember off by heart the rate in which the damage over time happens, because each attack, if it lingers damage onto a balloon, the amount of time it takes to go from one damage over time counter to the next one can be different depending on the attack itself. So fire acts differently from acid, acid acts differently from any other kind. I think those are just the main two of damage over time. Plasma, sorry, not plasma, fire and acid. Okay, 4 ZMGs to deal with. If Etienne was a D&D player, I believe this particular skin of Etienne would be among the top 3 among the heroes who will be able to do very well in a game of D&D. Others I could possibly see are Adora with a Holy Light class, if they are actually in existence. I don't know D&D myself, but I'm just thinking of like particular classes in RPG games in general, and you do have like that Holy Valor class outside of knights and stuff, which can be used. So I'm just thinking like, well, Adora could be that particular class. But another thing that Adora I think could be is a Sister of Battle in the Warhammer 40k universe. So we now have Etienne at level 20, and it's one of the heroes that levels up quite quickly. Not as quickly as like Gwen or Quincy, but it levels up more quickly than, let's say, Adora. Speaking of Adora, Etienne levels up far more quickly than Adora, and Churchill, and Corvus, and Sai. Yeah, but you do not trust them to get powerful that quickly because of how slow they level up. But it's honestly a good thing to balance out very powerful heroes in the game. They level up very slowly. You unleash their power out quite slowly and gradually rather than hitting you quite quickly with, let's say, a Gwen or Quincy or... Actually, you know what? I think those two are mainly the most reliable heroes to use. Just for newer players. I think Oben is also up there for being quite new friendly because it's quite powerful early on in the game. Like early lead popping potential and early camo popping potential with its brambles. We just about dealt with that roundabout needing to use an ability. That's brilliant. But yeah, 90s. Very entertaining to watch actually. Just watching all these aerial targets just well, not instantaneously, but quite easily take out all of these balloons there. Well, I think round 95, that's when we're going to need to use the Wizard Lord Phoenix. Perhaps we'll need to use the UCAV at some point throughout this round, but I'm willing to hope that we can actually do this round very effectively. They're starting to make it quite far, and yeah, because of having the ZMGs left, I think we might need to use our first Wolf ability of the video, because they are making it very far, and oh, that he almost escaped there, but these will definitely escape. Yeah, we need to use the Wolf very early on. I'll say very early on so we don't end the round too quickly and not have a Wolf ready for round 95. So let's do this now, actually. The most powerful beast of this entire video, the Phoenix that summons out of the wizard. You're a wizard, Harry Potter. He's just not Harry. What was the other one I called it? Not Harry Potter. Fond memories of another game. Not Harry Pooper. No, that would be too obvious. Now I don't know now. But for goodness sakes, that was just a big ordeal right there. So yeah, Wizard Lord Phoenix takes out round 95, just like it does right there. Round 96. Gonna be another round where we may require to use an ability. Actually, let's use the enhanced UCAV now. The perma UCAV's ability that just makes it more powerful and allows us to actually do damage against DDTs, which is nice. CUMG's left. Do we need to use any more abilities, or can we do this round? I think we might need to use an ability here and there. Let's just... Nah, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. Cursed ceramics! Actually, let's use a warp again. We can get this back more quickly than the perma UCAV ability. And... yeah, I think we've done enough damage against these so that we don't have to worry about it. Let's just use the Etienne's first ability just to make sure we clear up these ceramics without needing to worry about them. And that should be it. Yeah, that's it. Round 97. Let us unleash the Wizard Lord Phoenix ability. We'll save the perma UCAV ability for round 98. I feel like that is the dumb thing to do, honestly, because of just how stupid round 98 is, but... gosh, they're still ZMGs and they are fortified, so perhaps should have used our first ability later on throughout the round when these are escaping. Perhaps use it a bit later on in the round when they are a bit weaker. Now, will this be able to yield any results? No, I'll use that ability too early. Yeah, I should also use this when they're down to ceramics, honestly, but... you know what, we're just going to deal with this as we go. And... oh, that was so close. One of them is literally right where that crack is. So let's use a Walt first. We're not going to use both at the same time. We're going to use the perma UCAV later on in the round so that we get it back by around 100. But we want the Walt for around 99. Okay, now let's use the perma UCAV ability and summon more Wimes. Come on, come on, come on. They're making... oh, that was anybody's game there. Unleash it just a little later in the round. Deal more damage against the fortified ceramics. And they're still escaping. We need the warp ability for round 99, otherwise this is impossible. Yeah, this is looking better. This is looking better. Yes, we have the ability for round 99. Excellent. Can we do it? Yes, now you... the only fiend left to exterminate from the board. And we should be able to get this ability back for... I'm actually only going to use it when the DDTs and ZUMGs are out. Let's use another Wolf ability. Let's hold off the UCAV for as long as possible. We don't want to try and... that sounds stupid, but we don't want to pop the screen too quickly. I should have used move the wall of fire over there, actually. Chances. Let's use it again now. Let's hopefully this is near the end of its HP. Oh, okay, now use it. Can we? Oh, maybe we need to use it a tad later. Yeah, we need to use it a tad later. Yeah, that later is necessary.
Conclusions are made manifest.
Bad popped. Again, do not know if we're going to be successful in this or not. Okay, both abilities of Etienne, but still, this is looking very bleak. And the dragon's on the wrong side. Oh, we got the will ability up. Well then, why couldn't I have just done it like that? Yeah, use the warp abilities early enough and you'll be able to summon it just in time before they escape the map. Also, if you're wondering why we're missing about 8k pops, it's because when a sub-tower despawns, any projectiles they have left over does not count towards the parent tower. So in this case, we got 2 sets of sub-towers with the Wizard Lord Phoenix and its ability, and Etienne's is additional ones and dragons as well when they're not in the perma state. When they're perma, then every pop counts, but when they're not perma, then obviously when the dragon disappears and goes back to its like shadow form, then yeah, that's a thing. I love the design of this dragon, by the way. It's such a cool skin. Like, I didn't like it at first, hugely amount, but it's grown on me actually. But the alien is still my favorite skin, honestly. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been the Wizard Lord Phoenix and Etienne 2TC as requested by one of yours. Thank you all so much for watching, and the next video we're going to be doing is going to involve snipers, or just one sniper, but see how far we can go in chimps. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, everybody.